Hey, Sky Explorers, ready to blast off through the atmosphere? You might think the sky is just an empty space, but it's actually made up of some pretty amazing layers, each with its own unique job. From where the clouds hang out to where satellites chill in space, we're about to take you on a tour of the atmosphere. Buckle up, it's going to be a high flying adventure. So, what's the atmosphere, you ask? It's like Earth's personal security blanket made mostly of nitrogen and oxygen. It keeps the good stuff in, the bad stuff out, and makes sure we don't get fried by the sun. It's also the reason you've ever complained about the weather. Ready to meet the layers that make it all happen? Alright, here's the rundown. The atmosphere has 5 layers, each one with its own cool features. We've got the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and the exosphere. Think of them like different levels in a video game, but instead of bosses, you get weather, meteors, and space satellites. Let's start at the bottom with the troposphere. This is the VIP section because it's where all of us live. It's where we breathe and get rained on. It goes up about 12 kilometers, and it's where planes fly and hot air balloons float around like giant bubbles. You'll experience all your favorite weather events here: clouds, storms, and even that sunshine you've always been begging for. Next up, we're heading to the stratosphere. This layer starts at 12 kilometers and stretches up to 50 kilometers. It's the cool kid in the atmosphere because it's home to the ozone layer, our planet's very own sunblock, keeping those harmful UV rays away. Fun fact, planes love flying up here because it's smooth sailing. Also, weather balloons are basically the paparazzi of the stratosphere, snapping data on everything. Now things get real cold in the mesosphere. We're 50 to 85 kilometers up, and this layer has one big job: burning up meteors. Yep, all those shooting stars you ooh and ah over, thank the mesosphere. They're just meteors getting roasted on their way down to Earth. This place is so cold, it makes a freezer feel like vacation. Welcome to the thermosphere, where things really heat up. Temperatures here can soar over 2,000 degrees Celsius. But here's the catch. Even though the temperature is sky high, you wouldn't actually feel it. Why? Because the air is so thin, with very few gas molecules to transfer the heat. The sun's high energy UV and X-ray radiation gets absorbed by the scattered molecules in this layer, causing them to get supercharged. But there aren't enough of them to make you feel hot. This is where astronauts in the International Space Station call home. It's also where the northern and southern lights put on their dazzling show. Finally, we've made it to the exosphere, the last stop before space. If you've ever dreamed of being a satellite, this is your place. It's where all the human-made stuff, satellites, space junk, and maybe even a lost sock floats around, getting their best view of Earth. The air is so thin here, it's practically non-existent, so if you're planning a trip, don't forget your spacesuit. So why doesn't all that air just float away into space? Well, thanks to gravity, of course. Just like how that apple falls on Newton's head, gravity pulls everything, even air, gases, and clouds, towards the Earth, keeping our atmosphere in place. Without gravity, we'd lose it all. So let's give a little nod to gravity for keeping our atmosphere where it belongs. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our awesome science videos. Up next, we're diving into the ozone layer, Earth's very own sunscreen. Trust me, you don't want to miss that.